Guys, this day has finally come. I thought that the deck that beats everything doesn't exist, but it does. Yeah. First of all, everything that you saw on the thumbnail is true. It's not a clickbait, and I'm gonna show you how that works. We're gonna go through every little thing, step by step, and you will understand everything by the end of this video. The thing is that it's not even a full deck. It's just a group of minis with few talents that makes everything work. Out of 6 minis and 1 hero, we will need a hero and 3 minis. Everything else you can set up according to what you're trying to achieve. For PvE it's going to be one thing, for PvP is the other thing, especially for PvE because, you know, PvE encounters, you know, some of them require minis that you cannot do the boss without, right? Such as Gargoyle, for example, or Living Bomb. In some cases it's very helpful. The only minus of this thing is that this deck is attached to the family. So one of the key characters is Baron Ravender. Baron Ravender is an undead, so you can't just take these minis, you know, put them somewhere else and have the same results. Obviously, I'm going to show you the ideal way, the minimum, because you will need the ideal way after you complete like the heroic normal campaign. And normal campaign, like you're gonna skyrocket through the normal. You're gonna skyrocket through the. You're going to skyrocket through the normal. Сука, блять. You're gonna skyrocket through the normal campaign. There we go. If you use this, and if you don't have certain talents, you can buy them on your way. Baron Ravender. With a talent Death Pact, periodically sacrifices nearby skeletons to be healed. Now, there is a lot of things that this page doesn't tell you. The way it works is Baron heals himself to full every 10 seconds if there is a skeleton nearby. Now, number 2 in this deck, we will need Huntress. Let's pretend that we don't have any talents on a Huntress. We just need a Huntress because she's gonna stand behind Baron Ravender and she's gonna kill everything. She is also resistant to elemental damage, so it's really hard to kill her with spells. The reason why we need Huntress is cheat death with vampirism effect. Affected minis are healed when dealing damage. The magic of the Huntress is that she is gonna be healed from all the targets that she's gonna hit when you cast cheat death on her. Oh. And that's why we go back to the Huntress, and now we need to explain what talent we need. From what I say, we need this Darnasian Steel. Glaive bounces an additional 3 times, right? So she hits additional 3 targets and she gets more healed. No. Then there is a Shadow Melt. She gains stealth and ambush. When she does her first hit, she heals a lot, like she does a lot of damage, right? And as a result, she will heal a lot. No. We need Elven Might. Here's why. And a lot of times, you're not gonna have enough targets, and these 3 additional bounces will be wasted. Elven Might is the most logical talent to pick because you always have primary target, right? Which means the additional damage that you do will always be dealt. That's why in the ideal world we need Elven Might. If you don't have any talents, it's fine. She hits like a truck without these talents. I'm just telling you the ideal way of doing that, right? And the last thing we need for this is skeletons. Again, we just need skeletons as a food for Baron Ravender. We deploy them when we see the Baron in a danger. He heals himself to full, and that's what we need skeletons for. We don't need them for anything else. These are absolutely useless. And like I said, to put more pressure on something, you can take this exhume thing that gives you, that sometimes if you deploy them in certain places, it gives you extra skeletons. Maybe it might create extra pressure or extra food for Baron, right? Okay, in order to test this deck, we're going to use one of the hardest encounters in the PvE campaign, Azurus. So, number 1, this is a heroic version. Number two, the boss is orange to us, which means the level of the encounter is higher than the level of our deck. What else? Let's take a look at how it's played. I believe. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use Baron Raven there only to take this first tower, because it's mostly the flying encounter, right? Flying minis, which means Baron is gonna be no use, it's just waste of gold. But to take this tower, you know, it could be very helpful. Now, the heroic mechanic of this fight is, instead of the little whelp eggs, these big drakes are flying, and they have the talent where they pretty much shit with little whelp eggs that later on will spawn whelp drakes. So, okay, you can pretty much see everything. Baron is dead. Huntress is the one that will kill everything, and the only obstacle on her way in this encounter is going to be a Molten Giant. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, she will kill the rest of this encounter without even being damaged. And remember I told you about this primary target bonus damage talent? Forget the name. That's why. She kills everything before they even get close to her. And our Quillboar... by the way, I didn't even set up the deck for this encounter. This is my PvP deck. I decided to try it, and my second try, I killed it. That's how good it is. Our Huntress is resistant to the elemental damage, and as you can see, the boss is attacking with elemental damage. That's why we are going to survive. Well, kind of. Again, deploying Huntress. Huntress is gonna do the job. Huntress is a man. doesn't make sense what I just said, but you get the point. What the hell is that? Did you guys see that sign? Oh, okay, I know what happened. When I was rendering the video, I forgot to remove this sign, so I'll upload it like that. That's no big deal. Anyway, it's calling me an idiot, not you, so not supposed to care. Our Huntress is an alpha female. Going big deck. Now let's take a look at PvP. Speaking of PvP, again, our goal is the same, deploying Baron in front, Huntress behind, and then support them with cheat death and skeleton drops. Things don't always go your way. I'm gonna show you how valuable having this talent with Baron in PvP is. Let's take a look. Going against Sneed. Now we need Huntress. Huntress behind, obviously. Torn with the talent. Damaging our Huntress. Nothing we can do. Just wasted. Cheat death. Deploying skeletons. Okay, Baron just healed to full. And you just got a fresh Baron for free. For pretty much 2 gold for deploying skeletons. Anyway, this is like, this talent has a huge value. Huge value. Huntress. Again, healing Raven there. Perfect. Shouldn't have casted cheat death, but that's fine. And again, our Baron is almost dead. Remember, he healed once, now he healed twice. We pretty much have... We already had 3 Barons in this game. I mean, in the last 20 seconds. That's how good this talent is. And that's a game. Alright. Oh, this is a Trillium player, so it's a next after Dark Iron. Just imagine a PvE deck that is capable of doing this in PvP. Obviously, it comes down to your skill, mostly, but again, the overpowerness of this Death Pact talent, you can clearly see that. And the Huntress, it's literally like the strongest mini in the game. And if you manage to support them correctly, even I suck at it, to be honest. Sometimes I do stupid things. There is nothing to... yeah. I didn't have anything that I needed. I didn't have skeletons, I didn't have cheat death, that's why both of them died. Safe pilot is coming. I know that my Huntress is not gonna die because she is resistant to elemental damage, and safe pilot simply cannot kill her. Again, Ravender just healed to full. We got free Ravender. And for some reason I didn't cast Cheat Death. I don't understand why. Should have casted it. And the Hogger is gonna get free chest from us. Sure. Shouldn't have shown you this game. It was a disgrace. I'm completely ignoring the gold. And this is, by the way, this is a very bad moment because my Huntress is gonna be distracted by the bottom Quillbore and another Quillbore. Here we go. Now look at the Ravender. Should have died. Boom! Full HP, and there is a skeleton behind my Huntress. Okay. Again, Huntress survives because she is resistant. We're losing Ravender. And this is the game. Boom. Let's take a look at another one. I believe this is gonna be a good example when you do, like, see what's going on in here. We do not have Baron, and even after we deploy something else here, we're not gonna have Baron. And again, we don't have Baron because next is gonna be Cheat Death. So our Huntress is gonna have to do the job on her own, pretty much. This is not a good thing, but that's how it's gonna go, unfortunately. Our Hogger is weak right now, so we have a chance to win. 2-2. Deploying safe pilot. Huntress survives. Okay, we're doing well. No Baron. That's PvP, my friends. Sometimes shit just doesn't go your way. That is how it's done. I hope you have some basic understanding of how that works. If you have any questions, concerns, or insults, post them down below. That is all. Now you have 0 excuses if you want to beat this game. You don't have any excuses. You have everything. One deck beats everything. Now practice and make me proud.